Okay. Wow. So I checked out the Chris Rock stand-up special, the highly anticipated stand-up special that everybody wanted to see. It was on Netflix. And before I go into my thoughts about it, let me tell you this. This stand-up special was off the fucking chain. Chris, another hit stand-up special in the books. The jokes, everything that he hit was on point. And when he talked about the whole situation with Will Smith, I loved it. I love the fact that he didn't hold no punches. He didn't try to sugarcoat it. He didn't care about what people thought about it. He gave exactly how he felt, which is what he's supposed to do. Now, some people may sit up here and say that towards the end of the special, when he talked about Will and Jada, that okay, he was a little bit too harsh, and some of the things that he said, he shouldn't have said that. And I just think that he was just venting, and that wasn't right. Let me tell y'all this, man. Like, miss me with that. Okay, miss me with that shit, because y'all know as well as I know, when you do what Will Smith did to Chris Rock, you can't come back from that. Okay, you cannot come back from that at all. I don't care what nobody say, because when you slap somebody in public to where everybody can see it, and in this case the whole world saw this, and embarrassed this man and did what he did to him, and now you want him to sugarcoat it and, hey, don't go too harsh on them, don't do this. No, because why should he care about their feelings? They didn't care about his feelings. They didn't care about his family feelings when he did what he did. But now you want me to take it easy on them? No. And I love that he didn't take it easy on them at all. He went in on them. He treated their ass. That's what he's supposed to do. That's what he's supposed to do. Now, if somebody have a problem with that, too bad, so sad. But me, I loved it. Everybody who was in that theater loved it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of folks that saw the special loved it. Because the things that he said was right on point. Everything he said that led up to that moment was on point. The whole stand up, the jokes that he made about certain things and stuff was on point. And I don't think that anybody in that auditorium or anybody watched it was offended by what he said. Let's just be honest. Chris is one of the great stand-ups. Hands down, he's already booked in the Hall of Fame as one of the great stand-ups. But when you do what they did to him, you knew it was coming. You knew that was coming. And I'm pretty sure Will knew it was coming. So now it's out there. Now Chris said what he said about it. Now, does Chris give a damn about what the Smith family think about what he said? No, he don't care. And he made it clear. Now, on my channel, y'all know I don't do spoilers. I don't give out information because I'm not like some of these other channels. I give y'all my thoughts about it, and I want y'all to go check it out. So that way, when you check it out, you can come back. We can have conversations about it. That's how I do things. I don't do spoilers here. But I'm going to say this. One of the things that Chris said up in there that made a lot of sense and hit on the head about that whole Will Smith situation was this. He said that your wife sit up here was in an entanglement, did what she did to you, put it out there for everybody to know about it. Everybody talked about how soft you was, called you a bitch, and did all this stuff to Will, right? But Chris said, but yet and still, you want to come and take a swing at me. Your wife embarrassed you. Your wife put all this information out there about y'all. But yeah, you come after me, which makes a lot of sense. And it hits on the head for us today when people who have boyfriends or girlfriends or spouses or whatever, that when your spouse does something to embarrass you, or if they cheating on you with somebody, is that instead of you going after your spouse, you want to go after the person who didn't have nothing to do with this. You want to go after that person who they cheated with. Instead of you going after your wife or your guy. That's who you should be going after. And everybody said that about Will. They was like, okay, you hit Chris Rock, but the person who you should have been hitting was Jada. Or the person that you should have went after was August Alsina. And even Shannon Sharp said it. Shannon Sharp said, hey, the guy who was in your house having an entanglement with your wife, that's who you should have been going after, not Chris. And I agree with what Chris said 100%. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people agree with what Chris said 100%. So, like I said, I enjoyed it. I love this stand-up 100%. I like the fact that Chris didn't hold any punches. He didn't try to sugarcoat anything. He went in on their ass, and that's what you're supposed to do. Because it's like, hey, you did this to me. You disrespected me. This how you going to play it? Okay, fine then. So if y'all haven't seen it, go check it out. You're going to love it. If you guys have seen it, go down those comments. Let me know how you feel about it. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. And until then, stay tuned.